Hey guys, welcome back. Drip and Farm for Poverty. I'm your host, Drip Coach, dropping knowledge bombs on all drip ecosystem related projects. And this is another fun one. So I'm basically recapping a recap. So I'm actually enjoying these because it gives me a chance to see the mentality and temperament of the community, at least those that engage with my videos. And for the most part, again, like I said, it's positive, but this also gives me a chance to share my coaching hat, the bits and pieces of information that I've learned along the way. And for the most part, again, people are receptive of it, but there are always those people that don't understand, aren't picking up what I'm putting down. And all I can do is hope to reach one of them in such a way that they get it and realize that they are in control of their own destiny. You decided to get into the platform. You control what your actions are now that you're in it. So that being said, let's get into what I'm talking about here. So I made this video where I was commenting on what was in another video, and then again talking about Forex's behavior and whatnot. And for the most part, again, the ones here in green are people with positive feedback or sentiment. Basically, Great Inspiration Coach is talking about Viktor Frankl. I read the book last year, Move Beyond Imagination. So shouts out to you two, Steve McGlass and Shahid. Man, you guys read the book, as well as Crypto Professor Girl. So these are the gems I'm trying to share with you guys. I know maybe many of you are not into book reading, but Tony Robbins' quote is, how can you condense decades into days? And you may not want to read books, but by digesting some of these books that have been written over history's time and from people who have a lot of knowledge in a certain area, you can get all that information without you having to go through it. So in Victor's case, again, pray that we never have anything like that going through the Holocaust. As a psychologist, that's just immense nuggets of information in just a 5-hour book. So shouts out to you for reading that. Childlike Innocent always supports the channel, praying for me. Appreciate that. Another great video. But anyway, let's get into what I want to cover in here. So there was a post in here, and I think you removed it already. I really wish you would have left it in here. It's this response here. And I'm going to scroll down to this guy's comment and then go back to that one because it's this guy, Caleb somebody. Yeah, Caleb Solo. So first he said, so you totally deny the fact that Forex did not use the drip community for Animal Farm. No, I never denied that. Don't know where you got that. I said even in a podcast or Twitter AMA space that the drip was a crowdfunding for the Animal Farm. So don't know what your point is there. You need to clean out your ears and pay attention. So you're totally denying the fact as well that Animal Farm will help drip. I don't know what that actually means. Eventually, I do believe that Animal Farm can help drip, but I believe drip comes first. So you're saying he does not need to fix the damage he's caused. Yeah, I actually am saying that because it's not on him to fix anything. The contract works for drip, and we can sit here and cry about what we want him to do and what he needs to do, but you can't control that. And that's what I'm going to discuss in this video. So that's, yeah, that one actually is true. Does not need to fix damage he's caused, because I believe, just like the marketing DAO and the statement that Rock Ape said, a chart or a down chart in crypto is not a market issue, it's a marketing issue. So I've decided to take it upon myself to start marketing the drip the drip chart. So no, I don't think he needs to fix anything. I think it'll fix itself from the efforts and stuff that I'm putting in. You are a double standard. Forex had to fix drip after Animal Farm. If you don't think that, you are not for the community. You, sir, are not for the community, because clearly I put my brick in every day. So shouts out to the Caleb Solo troll. Just wanted to highlight him in the comments because there's this one up here that he did comment on, but he disappeared. So CXM said Forex was able to not only take down, but rework and relaunch Animal Farm between the first time he previewed a new drip UI and today, still without UI. Fiat on-ramp was meant to be drip first. Scratch was meant to be drip first. Pigs were meant to be paid out in drip USD farm and Animal Farm. But all that has changed in favor of maintaining Animal Farm. Not to mention every promotion AMA, and like he said, like is held on the Animal Farm platform, we need more drip focused content. Drip is what paid for Animal Farm to launch. It cannot be forgotten about simply because Forex gets paid for it. I agree 100%. 1000%. And the comment that Caleb had here that I think he deleted, he said something like, well, the content creators like myself, Stunna and CK won't admit that. Well, I'll admit that. I've admitted that over and over and over again. I believe 100% that the ball has been dropped on drip and that Forex is 100% focused on the Animal Farm. That's not FUD. That's not a breaking news bulletin. Everybody knows that. But so what? That's the whole point of all this content. So what? So Forex dropped the ball. So what? Forex told us the UI would be out a year ago. So what that drip BUSD was supposed to be for pigs? So what that Scratch was supposed to be out 8 months ago? So what? So what? So what? What are you going to do about it now? That's my point. That's the whole point of these videos I make now. People want to cry about what hasn't been done and then that we need to hold Forex to a standard. You can't hold anyone to any standard except yourself. You can march in the streets, you can raise your picket torches, and you can shout for your beliefs or whatever, but you can't change anyone. Even if you put a gun to someone's head, they still have the choice to decide to die for whatever they believe in or change to make you happy in that moment. So that's the point I'm getting at in these yellow comments, is that, you know, they want to hold Forex to a standard and that he needs to deliver and that he said he would. So he owes us this because he promised. It doesn't matter. At this stage, that's where I'm at. It doesn't matter because you can't change it. I'm over that. It's like if you grew up and, you know, you had some issues or somebody made a promise to you or whatever. And as a kid, pinky promise, it meant something. You realize those are just words. And then you determine the value of someone's worth based on their words. That's what you do now. So if you don't believe in Forex and his ability to execute and you think his words are hollow and that he's lied and he's made these broken promises, cool. All good. I get it. I'm on board with a lot of that too. He's failed to deliver. But what am I doing about it now? That's where the ownership piece comes in. And that's what I want to highlight. Again, some nuggets for those that actually are picking up what I'm putting down, because this is where you can actually educate yourself. So we're going to look at 2 books again. So I've got probably like 200 books in my library. I try to read as many of these books as I can, and luckily Audible makes it very easy. So one book, Extreme Ownership: How U.S. Navy SEALs Lead and Win by Jocko Willink and Leif Babin, and another one, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. Man, this guy is a monster. So Extreme Ownership is a book by Jocko Willink and a leadership book that outlines principles of leadership learned from the author's experience as Navy SEALs. The book emphasizes the importance of taking full responsibility for everything that happens on a team and not blaming others for their failures. The authors argue that by taking ownership and being accountable, leaders can better motivate their teams and ultimately achieve success. Now, before I continue, I know a lot of you are going to go, aha, that's what Forex needs to do. No, this is for you. You need to take ownership. You need to realize that you got into the contract, you clicked the claim and sell button or hydrate, and you are responsible for your actions. And you decide whether or not you believe Forex or whether you want to ride with the project or not. It's your ownership now. We can't make Forex take extreme ownership. You are the only one that controls this outcome. So what are you going to do with these failed promises and your beliefs and whatever you have and your ill will, whatever, however you feel? Fine. You're allowed to those feelings. You've seen what I'm doing. I have some of those same sentiment and feelings, but instead of crying about it in the chats or, you know, just sitting on my hands, woe is me, pity party, or poopy pants, as David Goggins would call it, I've taken action, decided to do something about it. That's the difference between me and a lot of the keyboard warriors in the in my comments. So David Goggins, You Can't Hurt Me, the author shares his inspiring journey from being a victim of abuse and discrimination to becoming a successful Navy SEAL and ultra endurance athlete. Goggins emphasizes the importance of taking ownership of one's life and not letting past trauma or circumstances dictate one's future. Man, you would swear some of you guys are traumatized from this crypto experience, PTSD, because the way you cry about stuff and not take ownership and take action and do things is just mind-blowing to see. Again, the book I mentioned about Viktor Frankl and these guys, people who have been through real trauma, real like, you know, poop your pants kind of issues, and they can take that circumstance and turn it around and use it for positivity. And like Jocko Willink actually teaches leadership to CEOs and Fortune 500 companies. But what is the kind of bridge between all of this? So together, these 2 books highlight the power of accountability, responsibility, and not taking the victim blame game approach. By taking ownership of one's actions and mindset, individuals can overcome obstacles and achieve success. In today's society, it's easy to fall into the victim mentality and blame others for your shortcomings. However, this approach is not conducive to growth and success. Instead, we must take ownership of our lives and actions, no matter how difficult the circumstances may be. As Goggins writes, we all have a lot more to offer than we think we do. The world is waiting for you to show up, and show up you must. By taking ownership and being accountable for our actions, we can tap into our full potential and achieve greatness. Similarly, in Extreme Ownership, Willink and Babbitt argue that leaders must take full responsibility for everything that happens on their team. By doing so, they create a culture of accountability and ownership that empowers their team to take ownership of their actions and work towards a common goal. Now, again, yes, it would be great if we had that sort of leader in Forex and the transparency and all the issues, but we don't. So again, what are you going to do about it? I've chosen to take ownership, and that's why I've chosen to lead a new team with the Drip Marketing DAO, my Change 360 platform. I believe in these principles in this book, so I am doing something about it. I am controlling my actions and the outcome of the platform and my behavior. Only the things within my scope of responsibility that I can actually control. The stuff outside of that, I don't care anymore. Like I said, with all the comments on this one. So what? He failed to deliver. So what? So what? So what? So what? That's a quote from David Goggins. It's like, look yourself in the mirror, the accountability mirror, and ask yourself, yeah, now what? So you were cheated on. So you grew up abused. So you had, you didn't get the proper circumstances in your neighborhood, whatever. All these things that happened to you. So what? What do you do with that now? So in this circumstance, you got in the drip at all-time highs, and now you're wrecked. You're down 99.99%. Me too. So what? Well, actually, I'm only down 60%. But what do you do with that now? That's the point. That's what not everybody, like probably 10%, 15% of the people in these comments are missing. I keep putting this information out there, hoping that one of you knuckleheads will pick it up. But instead, you just want to cry and sit in your poopy pants and ask someone else to change your diaper. Well, good luck with that. Let me know how that works out for you. All right, that's all I got in this video. Hope it provides value. If it did, smash that HBO special, brother out, like, subscribe, comment down below. And until next time, live daily and achieve your impossible. See ya. Want to pay your in real life bills with crypto? How about send crypto directly to anyone with a bank account? Spritz Finance is a decentralized solution to be your own bank and connect your crypto earnings to real world bills and payments. They do not take custody of your assets and allow support on multiple blockchains and Web3 wallets. Sign up below using my referral link and you will get $50 back when you make your first $50 bill payment with crypto. Additionally, I will be using referral bonuses to airdrop, donate, or burn based on community feedback. Sign up now.